If you've been around long enough, then I'm sure you've seen some fast food menu items that have come and gone. Some of these options have been quite tasty, while others were a complete flop, and it left people wondering what in the world these fast food restaurants were even thinking. In this video, we will take a look back at some of the fast food items that no longer exist. Little Caesars found a lot of success in the 1980s and 90s thanks to their Pizza Pizza slogan. Basically, you got 2 pizzas for the price of 1 at any other chain. That got the wheels turning for Little Caesars, and they wondered if they could expand on that philosophy with any other foods. For a short time in the 1990s, Little Caesars offered spaghetti. It was essentially a huge tub of pasta and breadsticks for $8.88. Unfortunately, this one said, "Pasta la vista, baby." As a response to Little Caesars' more is better approach, Pizza Hut offered a gigantic option called the Bigfoot Pizza. Perhaps it was a nod to the monster truck or the mythical creature that nobody sees. Either way, this ginormous pizza is nothing more than a mythical memory of its own. Taco Bell made an attempt to take over the morning breakfast market in 2014 with the addition of the waffle taco. It may sound weird, but it really was a great idea. A curved waffle was used as a tortilla shell, and then it came filled with eggs and either bacon or sausage. Taco Bell even offered a syrup to drizzle over the top. For some reason, this did not catch on. Today, the fast food chain offers a variety of breakfast options, but the waffle taco is not one of them. Burger King was another fast food chain that tried to do something different. They came out with the Whopperito. It was all the ingredients that you get in a Whopper, but wrapped in a tortilla. They also squirted in some queso sauce rather than the traditional ketchup, mustard, or mayo. This creation caught a lot of attention on social media and late-night talk shows, although it wasn't always positive. The Whopperito was only around for a limited time until Burger King decided it's a wrap. McDonald's came out with the McDLT, and it was really sort of revolutionary when it came to fast food. It came in a huge styrofoam container that had 2 sides to it. One side was meant to keep the meat hot, while the other side was meant to keep the lettuce and tomatoes crisp and cold. When they were put together, they made for a fresher taste and a memorable experience. However, the containers that they came in were deemed as an environmental waste, and they wouldn't go away, so McDonald's discontinued the burger on that alone and not because of lack of sales. Sometimes fast food joints come up with some crazy ideas, and Pizza Hut certainly had one with the Hot Dog Bites pizza. This creation debuted in Asia and eventually made its way around the world in 2015. The pizza looked like a normal pizza in the center, but it was the crust that made it different. International versions had a standard-length hot dog stuffed inside the crust, but in America it was ringed with mini pigs in a blanket and then served with mustard dipping sauce. Consumers only had a small window to try it as it was discontinued in 2016. McDonald's has had the Big Mac for a long time, and Burger King has had the Whopper. Apparently, this left Wendys feeling a little left out. In 1986, Wendys came out with the Big Classic, hoping to compete with their larger competitors. This was a slightly larger version of Wendy's single burger, but it came on a soft Kaiser roll. The Big Classic never caught on with consumers, but Wendy's added bacon to it in the 90s and then renamed it as the Big Bacon Classic, which you can still get today. That's more proof that bacon makes everything taste better. Arby's has always been known for the roast beef, but they also offer other sliced deli meats on sandwiches as well as some fried chicken. Apparently, someone higher up thought that they needed to add some Italian flavors. In 2017, the company offered tiny sliders which caught on with many consumers because they were reasonably affordable. However, the pizza slider just didn't catch on and it slid off the menu in 2021. It consisted of pepperoni, salami, cheese, and roasted garlic marinara sauce in between a bite-sized bun. In 1979, McDonald's released the chopped beefsteak sandwich. This was an oblong sandwich that had beef, slivered onions, and steak sauce on a French roll. They were hoping to offer something different that would catch on with those that were tired of just burgers. McDonald's meant for the beefsteak sandwich to be paired with their onion nuggets, which are now both relics of the past. It's too bad because the onion nuggets were actually pretty good. I'm not quite sure what the fascination is with fast food companies trying to stray from what works for them, but McDonald's is definitely guilty of doing that. In the 1980s, McDonald's released the McPizza, which is sort of strange because there were already so many pizza options for us to choose from at actual pizza places. This McPizza has been sliced from the menu unless you are in Orlando, Florida, where there is still one location that serves it. The main reason why this is no longer offered on the menu is because the pizza took up to 16 minutes to be made, and that's just too long for those looking for a quick bite. In the 1980s, Wendys was trying all sorts of things in order to stand out among burger joints. They came up with the Super Bar, which for one price offered you an all-you-can-eat buffet. It was filled with tacos, pasta, and veggies, so the variety was fine, but it was discontinued in 1998. I guess customers didn't think it was too super. Actually, people loved it and they ate too much of it, which is why it became unprofitable for Wendys. Not only that, but the buffet itself was difficult for employees to maintain. Pizza is supposed to be Italian, but that never really stops Americans from fooling around with it. In 2007, Domino's Pizza came out with the Oreos dessert pizza, which probably led to Italians shaking their head and pinching their fists. It was a cookie crust covered in crumbled Oreos and a vanilla sauce. This certainly wasn't the pie that people wanted. Many of us love slow-cooked ribs, and the key word is slow, so how would this ever work on a fast food menu? That was a challenge that Burger King wanted to solve in 2010. They released their fire-grilled ribs in the hopes of being the next big hot item right off of their flame-broiled grill. The reviews were somewhat positive, while others complained that the ribs were dry and tough. Customers also complained that the ribs were tiny and overpriced, which led to Burger King firing this option right off of their menu. Chick-fil-A had a cinnamon cluster that was offered on their menu from 2005 to 2016. They were made with eggs, butter, and a blend of cinnamon and vanilla. The cinnamon cluster was offered on their breakfast menu, and many people loved them. So when the company decided to remove the item, it left people feeling a little confused. Chick-fil-A never said why they were discontinuing them, but they did release a tear-jerking video complete with dramatic music to bid this beloved item farewell. With burger places trying to get into other markets, then why can't pizza places do the same? In the late 70s, Pizza Hut came out with the Taco Pizza. It was a little of both worlds, and somehow it worked. In fact, customers loved it so much that a couple actually got engaged while eating this very pizza in 1979. But even that couldn't keep this pizza around, and the Taco Pizza was discontinued. Remember when I said earlier that bacon makes everything taste better? Well, that was a lie. You sure can't put bacon on a dog turd and then expect someone to eat it. Now, Burger King didn't do that, but they did decide to do something different. They came out with the Bacon Sundae. It was 500 calories, and some people really loved this mix of flavors and textures. But it couldn't have been that good because it's no longer offered on the menu. In the 1970s, Taco Bell tried to get their hands around the burger market with the launch of the Bell Beefer. It was sort of a spin on the Sloppy Joe, but it had taco meat, onions, lettuce, mild border sauce that was all sandwiched in between burger buns. Taco Bell was hoping to compete with burger chains with this creation, and it might have for a while, but it was removed from the menu in the mid-90s due to declining interest. However, there are still some people around that have been begging for its return. Some of these menu items have lived up to the name fast food. They suddenly showed up on the menu and then quickly went away. Did you ever have a chance to try any of them? What other fast food menu items do you miss? Let us know in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching.